While we're on a roll with this pre-OnePlus Open launch, OnePlus Open content, I want to talk for a minute about what is probably my biggest reservation with that device. The thing that I'm most maybe concerned I'm not going to like about it. And to do that, we need to talk about the Pixel Fold, which is one of my favorite devices of all time. And we're going to key in on maybe the biggest reason why that is the case. For years and years and years, you've heard people saying, stop making giant smartphones, or at least give me the option to buy a reasonable sized smartphone that is still a top of the line device, but it's not massive. If we look at something like the Pixel 8 Pro, the S23 Ultra, some of the best smartphones, they're just so big. They're hard for me to use. I can't reach the top of the screen. They feel unwieldy. I don't have huge hands. If you happen to be someone, a female perhaps, that has small pockets in their pants like my wife often complains about, you can't keep these devices in your pockets. They're just massive. So a lot of us want reasonable sized smartphones, but there's a reason those devices don't sell that well, because when you get your reasonable sized smartphone like this, maybe you want to watch some video content. Maybe you want to do some productivity tasks. You want to split screen or do things like that. It just really isn't much of a great experience. And that's why the Pixel Fold is awesome, because you have a compact flagship smartphone with flagship-esque cameras, with solid performance, all the flagship stuff I want. But if I need that bigger screen, I can open it up and I have a tablet. It's not just a phone and a tablet. It's a small phone and a tablet. And when we look at something like the OnePlus Open, that's just not going to be the case. It is, in fact, a normal looking phone, basically. It's a normal sized smartphone that becomes a tablet. And I'm fearful that if I lose that, that's going to sort of be a detriment to me. What I want to do here is I want to take a look at this size comparison page that I like to use. What I've done here is I have put the Pixel 8 Pro for big smartphone context, the OnePlus Open in phone mode, the Pixel Fold, and then the Z Fold 5 all sort of lined up there. We can get a really good idea of exactly what I'm getting at here. That Pixel 8 Pro is colossal. It is a massive, massive phone. If you look at the OnePlus Open, it's a little bit shorter than that. And honestly, if we compare it to the Z Fold 5, it's effectively the exact same height as the Z Fold 5. It's only slightly off, but it's got the width of a normal phone. If we slide the Z Fold 5 over, which we can't do, you could see to one side, more of where that difference is. Maybe you can kind of see it a bit better there. It's basically sort of in between the Fold 5 and the Pixel 8 Pro, but still, it's a larger phone than that little blue square, that little blue rectangle, I should say, sitting in between those. That is the Pixel Fold. That is a compact flagship that becomes a tablet. And if we look at them in tablet view, obviously the Pixel 8 Pro is now gone. You can see that OnePlus Open in red. I have no problem with this. It's basically the Z Fold, but a little bit wider. So no real issues with it in the tablet form. I do prefer a landscape tablet, but it's going to be fine. It's not going to be like the end of the world for me. This is the part that gives me pause. It's the phone mode. It's the fact that this is not a compact mini phone. And I don't know how I'm going to feel about that. I absolutely love the fact that if I'm out and about and one hand is occupied, I can pull the Pixel Fold out of my pocket and I can fully manipulate this thing with no real trouble. Now, it is also true that the OnePlus Open is going to be something like 40 grams lighter. And the one I ordered also does have a faux leather back, which is going to give it a little bit more grip. So maybe that, combined with the fact that it is also slightly more narrow than the Pixel Fold, will mean I'll be able to hold on to it well, and my concerns will not be as big of a deal as I'm worried that they're going to be. Maybe it'll be just fine as a one-handed device. Again, I do not have very large hands, so this is a bigger problem for me than it is for a lot of other people. But I just wonder how many other people really enjoy the fact that we have the mini smartphone and we have the maximal tablet in our pocket at the same time. To me, that is such a huge part of the appeal of this device that as good as the Open does look in some ways, I am a little bit bummed out at the prospect of grabbing my SIM ejector tool and removing the SIM from the bottom of this device and placing it in the OnePlus device, which I do plan on doing. I will daily drive it for at least some time to fully review that thing. My main SIM will be going in it, which is something I don't always do for reviews, but with this device, I'm going to dive in headlong because I feel like there's going to be so much there to explore. I'm going to have to spend a ton of time with it to really properly review it. So guys, that's kind of what I had to say in this video. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Did you find these size comparisons to be useful? Hopefully you did. Let me know. I'll see you on the next one. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.